Alright guys, this is my panel of judges for my speech. Right there. And this is my food. And what I'm going to be doing today is teaching you guys how to make an omelet. Alright, so it's nice to see you guys again. I'm wearing my wife's outfit from work, and it's a little chef outfit, so it's pretty cool. So first of all, what I'd like to do is start off by warming up the stove, which is already warm right now. I'm going to put a little bit of butter. You can put like ham and stuff, but I prefer butter just because it gives it a better flavor. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack a couple of eggs and put them inside. Just put them inside the little pot. You can make a 3-egg omelet, a 4-egg omelet. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on how many mouths you're feeding for the day. And for this speech, I'm going to be doing 6 eggs. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put it in there and just kind of scramble it around a little bit. Making it nice and even throughout the edges. Okay? The most important thing about an omelet is knowing what you're going to do for your patients or for your customers. Do they like bacon? Do they like tomatoes? Do they like green peppers or onions? Do they like more meat than they like vegetables? You have to always know that. So we're just going to let this cook for a little bit. And then we're going to start adding the ingredients once after the omelet starts to form itself. So I'm just going to have to wait a little bit on that. Okay. Now that it's starting to form, I'm going to put a little bit of onions in there. And just kind of spread it all around. You don't want it to be concentrated just in one area. Then we're going to put a little bit of tomatoes throughout, making it nice and even throughout the omelet. Then we're going to put some orange peppers around it as well, just to kind of give it a little bit of color to your omelet, more for decorational purposes. And then we're going to put some more red peppers, giving it a lot of that redness and smell to it, that really good smell. Lastly, we're going to put a little, not lastly, now we're going to put some meat in there. So I'm sure my audience today likes a lot of meat in their food. So now that it's starting to cook nice and neat around the edges, you just kind of push it away. Little by little. Let me just get the camera and show you guys what I'm doing right here. So there it is, cooking nice and neat. Okay, so from here, guys, what we're going to do is just kind of start to flip it over. Slowly but surely. Getting it nice and brown around the edges, letting it cook in the inside. It's going to be a pretty big omelet because it's a pretty big group right here. The trick for cooking the middle is pretty hard. So we're just going to let it cook right there for a little bit. Depending on the group of people, you could always add cheese too. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't eat cheese, but it's a nice addition to the omelet itself. You could either put it at the end or in the beginning. You can put it on top, you can put it on the bottom. Like IHOP likes to do, they like to put sour cream on top, which is really delicious. If you guys like that. And I know I do, so it's pretty cool. So now we're just going to wait a few more minutes just to let it cook in the inside. So you don't want to serve this raw to anybody. That just wouldn't be very healthy at all. It's very tasty. There's different types of omelets that you can make. There's spinach omelets. There's all meat omelets. There's like vegetarian omelets. I remember when I used to be a vegetarian for not too long ago. I used to be a vegetarian. I used to eat a lot of omelets just to be able to help get that protein in your body. Alright, so this is starting to come to a close. I'm going to flip it over to the other side so it can cook on the other side as well. Since it won't flip over, I'm going to just cut it down the middle and then flip half at a time. So there you go. It's basically like a little sandwich type deal, just without the bread. I mean, I have bread here for my audience as well today, if they so choose to want to eat it with it. Omelets usually fill up a lot of people by themselves. You know, like it's pretty easy to be filled by one. But some people like pancakes on the side, bread, biscuits, whatever the case may be. I'm actually going to go ahead and split it one more time into a third so that I could give all my audience an equal portion. There you go. And now it's finished. So I'm going to go ahead. One for these. I'm going to put it on their plate. There you go. And for decorational purposes, you can always put a little bit of avocado on their little omelets. You just take a little slice and you put it on top, like so, on each of their omelets. You don't have to necessarily eat it, but it just makes for a heartier meal. So there you go, guys. That's how you make an omelet. And this is my audience one more time. So enjoy, guys. Thanks.